Hola, hola mi gente, ¿qué pasa? What is up? Welcome back to my channel, or bienvenidos. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Ariana and I document my nomad journey as I travel around the world. Today, I can't even believe that I'm saying this, but I am getting ready to go to South Africa. It's my first time on the motherland, first time touching the continent, and I'm super excited, extremely tired because it's really early, but excited nonetheless. I'm leaving here from my parents' house in Raleigh and headed to Orlando. And then I fly from Orlando to Ethiopia, and I actually have a 7-hour layover. So I'm going to see if I can do some exploring while I'm there, make the best of my time while I'm in Ethiopia, and then I'm headed to Johannesburg. So I should get there tomorrow. It's going to take a full day of travel, but I'm bringing you guys along with me. So vámonos. Alright, so I have made it to my first stop. I'm at the Addis Ababa airport in Ethiopia. To be honest, that was one of the longest flights I've ever had in my life. Not only was it long in duration, but like it was low-key miserable. There were so many crying babies and I didn't get a lot of sleep. But since I already arranged to do a quick tour of the city today, I'm gonna go ahead and push forward. I went ahead and did some freshening up in the bathroom, and now I'm gonna get some cash out and try to catch up with him. It's supposed to be like a really short tour, like 4 hours or so. So hopefully I have enough energy to get through this. So vámonos. Okay, making this quick update on my phone because I just discovered my camera no longer works for some reason. Like it turns on, but the screen is not displaying. So that's something I'll have to figure out later. But as you can see, I'm still at the airport. Did not go on the tour. I ended up finding out that I actually cannot leave the airport. My layover was for 7 hours, and everything that I had researched online said that you can leave the airport. You just need a visa if you are gone for longer than 12 hours. So I was under the assumption that with 7 or 8 hours, I could leave the airport, do a little tour for 4 or 5 hours, and come back. But yeah, I started asking where the exit was, and people were like, "Where are you going? You cannot leave." This travel day has been a bit of a mess. I am really ready to make it to South Africa. I'm also really hungry, really tired, have a headache. Yeah, I'm trying not to complain though, because I really am excited to be here, to be on the way to Johannesburg. I know once I get there, I'm praying that everything will fall into place and get better, but it's been a rough travel day. One good thing that did come out of this though, when I went to go talk to the, I don't even know what you call them, transfer layover officer people, she actually gave me a voucher to get free food. So I'm going to be going to the lounge to get free food later. I have to wait until 12:30 to eat. So that's what I'm doing, just sitting here killing time until I can get some food. Hopefully once I get some food, this headache will go away. And I'm really just praying that the next flight is a lot better than the one here. Part of the problem was the plane was so old. It was so old. The seat that I was sitting in, it actually was, the AC was leaking on me for like the first, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And I kind of felt like I was really annoyed because I would wipe the water away, and when I called on the flight attendant, they were so busy and it was so many people that they had to cater to, so I kind of felt bad for them. But every time I would call her over, it would stop leaking, or like the water would slow down. But then when she would leave again, I would have water dripping on me. It was, so part of it, I felt like she didn't believe me. Like, I'm like, lady, why would I lie about water coming down on me? Like, your ceiling is leaking. But eventually it stopped, and one of the other flight attendants told me that that's just part of how the plane works. Like when it takes off, the AC kind of drips and then it adjusts and the water stops dripping. But that was annoying. There were so many crying babies on the plane. There was this man next to me that was like, he kept plotting to like steal my window seat. I paid extra to get a window seat because I like the window seat. And when I got on the plane, he was sitting in the seat, and I was like, that's my seat. I have 20A. And he was like, oh, I thought A was the middle seat. Sir, what plane you know that got A in the middle anywhere? That is the first of the alphabet everywhere. So, of course, it's going to be the window seat. Or even the aisle seat would have made more sense. But the middle seat, he tried it. And so when the water started dripping from the ceiling, I started asking the flight attendants if there was somewhere else I could sit. And as soon as I got up, he scooted over into my seat. I was just like, what is going on, sir? So dealing with that, the bathrooms were absolutely nasty. I think people were trying to see if it was possible for them to pee anywhere but inside the toilet, because when I tell you it smelled like urine just walking past the door. I'm so glad my seat was not close to the bathroom, because it was horrible. It was a really rough flight. Like I said, I felt bad for the flight attendants. I heard one of the girls talking to herself, and she was just like, this is the longest flight ever. So I felt bad for them, but it also was bad for me. It was not comfortable. I did not sleep much. So yeah, I'm really, like I said, looking forward to eating and then just getting to Johannesburg, where I can shower and lay my head down and be horizontal and maybe figure out what's wrong with my camera, because like I said, I wanted to vlog for you guys and bring you along on this trip, my journey, first time ever in the motherland. So yeah, hoping I can get all this together. Stay tuned. Finally getting out and getting some grub.
Balance it out right.
In the dark. Electricity off. More load shedding. Load shedding. It's so normalized.
Later.
Big old tapas.
Meeting new people.
So maybe a little bit, So this load shedding situation is an adjustment. I keep turning on lights, hitting the light switches, even though I know there's no power. There's no power. And yeah, I keep trying to turn on electronics. And now I am hungry and I want a snack, but I'm very limited on what I can eat. This is an adjustment. My snack for tonight, our only source of light, because we have a backup light lamp and then we have a backup battery. This is specifically for the Wi-Fi, but everything else is just off. Are you going to bed? Are you going to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shower.
In the dark?
Huh?
In the dark?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna use this light.
Oh, you got one. Mine doesn't. I have one, but it doesn't work.
What? walking, I was like, I need to take more cute videos.
Nelson Mandela Square. Being tourists.
I know, being tourist.
We can't help it. Look at this place. It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, this would be beautiful under.
Oh yeah. My lunch date. So cute. This bread is so good. I don't even know where we are right now. Ah, they got a pick and pay. Always a McDonald's. Always. Is it 6 o'clock?
It's 6.
Hello.
My hair looks kind of crazy. But yeah, what's up, people? Hello, hello. I have not vlogged in a minute. We have been in Johannesburg now for a week, almost a week. Tomorrow makes a week. And yeah, this is probably my first time like actually sitting down and vlogging. A big part because my camera is broken still. There we go, some light. Yes, my camera is still broken and it doesn't look like I'll be able to get it fixed while I'm here, which is really unfortunate because I need my camera. So for now, I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can through my phone. That's what I've been trying to do, but it's really hard to remember because yeah, I miss my camera. But anywho, I just wanted to give you all somewhat of an update. Like I said, we've been here for a week. It is Wednesday night, December 7th, 11:30 p.m. So like the short rundown, Johannesburg has had its ups, but it's also really had its downs. So because of one of those downs, I'm actually packing up my room. As you can see here, putting everything back into the suitcase. Yeah. So for starters, this Airbnb has been a struggle to say the least. It looked nice when we moved in. It looked like the pictures, the host seemed nice. Like it seemed to really be like, okay, this will be a good fit. The bed is comfortable. The location isn't too shabby. Like we were just starting to get used to things. But first and foremost, the load shedding or the scheduled power outages are a lot, to say the least. They're a lot. And that's everywhere in South Africa. It's not specific to just this Airbnb or just this area. But we got this Airbnb because they have a backup battery for the internet. And when we got here the first 2 nights, we didn't have internet because that battery was not working properly. So that was issue number 1. Really, the truth... Did I just say something? The second issue were bugs, and it's still an issue. I haven't actually complained to the host about it because we got a whole nother slew of problems to deal with. But when I first got here, I got here first. I got here before Lekka arrived. She arrived on Friday. I got here late Thursday night. And they were little, creature crawler things everywhere. But I tried not to make a big deal about it because I'm like, you know what? You're in Africa. When I was in Brazil, there were also bugs. They were way worse. So I was just like, we'll deal. Plus, when I woke up in the morning, the bugs were gone. It's kind of like they come out at night. That's like their time to to live. And then when the sun comes up, they're gone. So it's doable. But I know when Aleka moved in, she had a huge spider in her tub. Not the welcome greeting that she needed. And since then, like tonight, I had a plate of food that I had just finished eating. Of course, load shedding happened. And I just see something moving in the dark, and there's a huge, like, beetle, roach, whatever you want to call it, like, crawling on my chicken bones. So, look at this.
Having a whole ass meal.
Like, just rolled up beside me, in the dark, decided to eat my food. Disgusting. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get out of here. Chicken bones. So, yeah. So that was problem number 2. Problem number 3, we have no water right now. We have no running water. It is crazy. Apparently some pipe or something busted, got hit. I don't know. Something happened with the water. It is out in this neighborhood and different neighborhoods around the area, Sandton, that we're staying in. And yeah, really inconvenient, but things happen and understandable. The thing that got me is when we reached out to the host. So Aleka noticed that the water was not working around 4 in the afternoon. And by, I don't know, around 10, time to take showers, time to eat, time to do stuff, we still don't have running water. So we reach out to the host and we're like, yeah, we asked you about this water outage. Is there any updates? Because she had said she would look into it and never got back to us. So we had to follow up with her, and she's like, oh yeah, it's out, in the city. And we're like, okay, so what are we supposed to do? Because we need to shower, we need to eat, we need to drink, we need to stay hydrated, just the basics, along with like cleaning, washing our hands, flushing the toilet, all the things. She suggests that we find some water and hurry up to do so before it all runs out. And she then invites us to use the community pool or her pool. She says, yes, you're welcome to come by my pool anytime. Lady, we're not going to bathe in your pool. Like, what? That's when things really started to go downhill. So that was yesterday. Immediately after she responds with that, I tell her, like, we're not going to bathe in the pool. And she responds by saying, I don't have to be rude. Obviously, she's not suggesting we bathe in a pool. But her words, she was just giving an option. Don't know. Clearly some miscommunication going on with the host because she thinks that that's acceptable. Reached out to Airbnb support. They also agreed that's not acceptable. So basically today was just a really busy day for me. I had a lot of errands to run, working again, not design work, but doing some tutoring. I've been doing tutoring lessons and I started back up today. So this day has just been chaotic and I haven't had time. Both me and Aleka, haven't had time to find a new place, but tonight we did. Because once again, the water came on this morning temporarily and then it slowly trickled to nothing. And so we reached out again to the host and we're like, yeah, about this water. And she's like, oh, you didn't preserve water for the night? I said, you told us that the water should be on and running since it was on this morning. Everything was fine. She made it seem like the situation was resolved. Literally her exact words. It looks like it's resolved now. But then fast forward to the night, she was like, why didn't you preserve water? Because you knew everyone was going to use up the water. Yeah, so it's not working out with this host. It's not working out with this Airbnb. Yeah, and these power outages are just, it's a lot. It's a lot to get used to. It's been really draining. Like, Aleka and I would be like, oh my gosh, 2 hours. Oh my gosh, 30 minutes. We got to cook. We got to charge. It's an experience. But I feel like just with everything else going on in the Airbnb, it just seemed like as soon as we would kind of get adjusted to one thing, something else was thrown at us. And so, yeah, long story short, now I am packing up again to move to another Airbnb. We've already confirmed that they have backup power, at least for the Wi-Fi, for when load shedding happens. And they have water. That's excellent. So we can actually live there comfortably, you know, have all the things we need as essentials. And yeah, so now we just have to move and get there. We're getting the refund for this Airbnb, thank goodness. And yeah, so that's the struggle bus so far of Johannesburg. But like I said, there have been some upsides. We've had a lot of fun. We went out this past weekend. There's an endless list of things to do. You can always find stuff to do. So we ended up going to a gin and tonic festival first. And it was a vibe. Like, we were really shocked and surprised to find that they love hip hop out here. Like, hip hop, rap, R&B. I thought we were in the States for a minute because it's just like, oh, expected, you know, I'm a piano, little Afrobeat, but no, just hip hop. Okay. So that was interesting, but it was a good time. We met a lot of people. People are really nice, friendly. And of course, everyone wants to know like where we're from, like that accent, not from here. And then after the Gin and Tonic Festival, the next day we went to, it was supposed to be like a popsicle party. Don't remember any popsicles present, but we still had a good time. It was in a bar, like a 2-level bar. They had like a good DJ. People were dancing. It got really packed. The food was pretty good. Could have passed on dessert, but the food was pretty good. And yeah, of course we met some people there. It's hard not to meet people here. Every time we go out, people are interested to know either where we're from or just talk to you and greet you and get to know you, that sort of thing. So looking forward to the weekend. This weekend we're going to visit Soweto. Gonna do some more of like the touristy stuff, but we also want to see more of the like local side. We've heard too that's where they play like the good music, you know, I'm a piano, Afrobeat, that's why we're here. If y'all didn't know, Aleka's a DJ, so she's really out here to like scoop the scene and even plug in a little bit, and that's what she plays, that's her genre. So, and I like listening to that as well. So that's what we're here for. Those are the tunes we're trying to find. Those are the vibes we're trying to find. We booked a tour for this weekend to do a hop-on, hop-off bus tour and then a local tour in Soweto. So really looking forward to that. What else to update you guys on? Other upside, the gym here. So I started going to Gold's Gym while being here in Johannesburg, mainly because of the membership packages that they offer. So normally I have to, like in Colombia, I will sign up for like a monthly membership and just have to cancel it every time I need to move or go somewhere else. But fortunately here, Gold's has a day pass, a week pass, and a month pass. So I can use the gym, you know, just pay for the time that I need it for and not have to sign a contract or worry about having to make sure they're not charging my card after I leave, none of that stuff. So that's been really nice. Also, the gym is nice. Like, I know of Gold's Gym, like the name is in the States as well. I'm familiar with it, but I've never gone to one. It's a nice gym. It's a really nice gym. So for me, that's been a perk, especially dealing with this whole Airbnb situation. Yeah, it's been a little stress reliever getting my fitness on. But yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. Those are the highlights. Lots of stuff to do. You know, it really feels like a lot of the places here are similar to places that I've been to in like Lisbon or Medellin or even back at home. Like that bar that we went out to the other night, I was like, this bar could be anywhere. Like it feels like we're at home. It's just everybody black, and that's just like a plus for me. So yeah, enjoying that part, enjoying the vibes there. Really looking forward to seeing more of the city. Johannesburg is huge, 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 huge. Even just Sandton, the area that we're in, is huge. But yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is I want to be comfortable and settled. We're only here for 3 weeks, so we have 2 weeks left. And just having to constantly move just makes it hard to kind of get into routine. That's the other thing. So our sleep schedule is jacked up. Like Like I said, it is going on midnight right now. Normally I would already be knocked out sleep. But lately I've been going to bed at like 1, maybe even a little bit later, just because my sleep schedule is off. Obviously the jet lag really threw us for a loop. But getting here, when the power goes out, it sometimes will cut off at like 4 a.m. or it doesn't cut back on until like 12:30 a.m. So we have these awkward overlaps where like we haven't had dinner yet, so we wait until the power comes back on to eat dinner, or I'm sleeping and all of a sudden it gets mad hot because the only thing running in here is this fan. This is the only circulation going on. So when the power goes out, that goes out as well, and it gets really, really hot, and I'll just naturally wake up. So yeah, sleep schedule all jacked up, and trying to get into routine is a struggle until we can find a comfortable place to settle down into, at least for these next 2 weeks. So really hoping and praying that this next place works out. But yeah, so that is my little snippet update. I am going to try to vlog. I really want to bring y'all along and keep it going, but it's not easy not having a camera. I'm so used to just vlogging on my camera. Like, I don't even know where to look on this, but we're gonna do the best that we can with this phone for now. So I will check back in with y'all at a later time, hopefully in a different place, different space. That's not this one. This is what we do once the water starts working. Oh my gosh, yes. Can I flush this water now? Oh, yes, we have water. Sort of. Sweet music to my ears nonetheless. Oh my gosh, y'all.